You rang? Lunch break. It's lunch break. Lunch break at the mine. What's up? How many workers did we lose today? Alright. Clean the vats. Discombobulator X. Welcome. We survived to another week of living hell here on Earth. I'm excited to share my next week on hell with in hell with you guys, the viewers. We have to. All right. Weekly Monday stream is rapid. Rapid Sun Prison Discombobulator. You guys have interesting names. Nothing like Fred 17. I think that a creative screen name is a sign of intelligence. Dog 69 just was always like a tell for me. Alright, so anyway, we're playing white, and I just woke up, but I played a bunch of Blitz in the late evening. Couldn't go to sleep after the simul, honestly. I usually play e4, but you feel even smarter now. Me too. Well, I mean, I just stole my name from someone else. This is not my deepest screen name choice. Alright. No, what do you usually play? Semi-Tarash. Okay. So you're gonna switch up on me? I've been playing all e4 lately. So now it's an IMSO. This is an IMSO. What do I usually play here? No, I don't remember. I haven't played classical, not classical, but E3 Rubinstein IMSO in a long time. I guess we used to take here. Is that right? Or A3? I don't remember what I used to play. Taking seems wrong. Oof. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, this position I recognize. Spectacular Camel, good morning. Good morning, respectful friends. B6, interesting. Not the standard move here. I'm going back a ways in my chess history to my prime, really. Back to my... Yeah, I haven't been playing d4 at all, so this is kind of like, whoa, what am I doing? I've been playing exclusively e4 in Blitz and most of my games, although in the simul I do mix it up when I have more time. Now this move is interesting, however... Yeah, it makes sense. If I take Queen A4, you have a move there. You can play... Well, obviously you can trade your knight, your bishop, whatever it is. You also have Queen C8. How good is Queen C8? How bad is Queen C8? I don't think it's clear if I should do that or not. Take Queen A4, Queen C8. He's a little discombobulated. Right? He is mildly discombobulated. I'm not sure about this. It'd be pretty far out to play bishop c2. And that bishop becomes like a freaking monster on a6. Okay, I do have an interesting trick, actually, now that you mention it. Now that you mention it. It also looks extremely artificial. Alright, this is critical moment now. Do we go for this offsides queen? Or do we play another plan? The offsides queen looks pretty interesting, actually. What's the problem with offsides queen? How did you ever find that move? He found queen c8 by watching stream. All right, it's a good idea. Yeah, this move is nothing special for me. He just plays queen e6. And it's a draw after queen b7, queen c8, queen c6. Sorry, queen e6, queen b7, queen c8, queen c6. Sun Prism likes draws. I don't love draws, especially in Blitz or Rapid against lower rated players. I have no problem with draws like in tournament games if my opponents are 2300 or above. Alright, what's up, Spectacular Camel? You started a blindfold account to train. Trainer. I think FIDE requires a fee for that. Spectacular Camel, did you pay your blindfold training fee? I'm really doubling down on dumb here. But I've got to do something. I mean, okay, rook d6 is the point. And just making ordinary moves. Well, actually, this may not be so bad. You can't put all of your pieces on the same square. You can put your bishop on d6 or your rook on d6, but you can't put them both on d6 at the same time. So I am kind of curious how that works. Because your best square for your bishop was d6. Pick a square, any square. Maybe you want to trade off your bishop and then play rook d6. Because d6 is the classic square for a rook. Somehow, my rating plummeted when playing blindfold. Though, welcome everybody. Now, b5 probably doesn't make tons of sense. I never see where I'm clicking when blindfolded. You know, that's funny. Germans always get a bad reputation when it comes to humor, but they can actually be pretty funny. That's really not fair. I mean, Discombobulator is pretty funny. I like the dry humor. I like my humor like I like my martinis. Alright. Knight takes, and then what am I threatening? Nothing. Okay. Knight takes or pawn takes. Pawn takes would reinforce the center. I mean, this is a serious move. Pawn takes is not a joke. Pawn cakes. This is not a joke. This is probably bad, but it's it's interesting. An interesting bad move. In any case, it doesn't seem like I have much after knight takes, so we might as well roll the bones, as they say. Good morning, Bijak. Bijak Shakur. He's got good control of e4. He's playing like a pro in this game. Anti-Burkic style. Alright. How about d1? Just go back. Mission accomplished. The mission was accomplished, but I don't know what it did. My queen is definitely not overly useful on a4. You blundered your rook yesterday. Yeah, no, you were. It was equal. It was a no. Actually, you were like better. I messed up the opening with queen a5, of course. No, I mean it was really interesting. Before that, it was really good for you, and you missed something. Queen a5 was played in one other game, and it's bad. It's bad. I confused it. So I looked at it. I just have to play normally, like trading bishop on c3 and playing b6, and it's a standard type of position. But in the position where you blundered, it should have been like equal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like even not sure, like when I played b5. You like to talk about your games, naturally. You're not literally blindfolded, but there's no pieces. Well, they're there. Now, here's a question. All right. Now, philosophical question for you. When you're playing blindfold chess, oh, you're going to go back to c7 with that guy? Okay. Makes sense. Oh, my knight needs a square, huh? This is like a standard Reshevsky. Variation. So, really thematic play by both sides. Wow, dude. He's playing like a pro. Like, what's up with this? I thought you were playing the Grunfeld before. How did you go from the Grunfeld to the Nimzo overnight? Now you're like a Nimzo pro. Plays the Nimzo better than I do, which is pretty bad, by the way. It looks like I'm playing, I don't know, like a lifetime Nimzo pro. The whole maneuver with bishop a6, cracking down on e4. The mysterious ways of Sun Prism. I lost a game in this type of position against Sabo Gergo from Romania like 5 years ago. Probably more now. What seems like 5 years ago because of the pandemic is now 7 years ago. Okay, whatever, 7 years ago. Whenever I say something, I have to like add 2 years to it because I lost 2 years of my life to the freaking pandemic, where I just did nothing but like stay inside. All right. 7 years ago. 7 years is how many days? Let's see, 7. Ah. Eggino. I've been playing the Nimzo, as long as I can remember. Eggy. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. E4. Chop. Chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop. Rook takes F7. King F7 check. We're so close, but yet so far away. Key 2, Rook F2. Rook F2 is a funny way of preparing E4. A standard type of idea in these positions which burned me against Sabo Gergo was I tried to play like H5 in the wrong position. Sometimes black does like H5, H4. I've avoided the D5 lines like the plague with black. But when the guy played the white side of Nimzo against me, I was totally unprepared. People do this to me all the time. They play all kinds of games in the Queen's Indian, and then I go to like play them, and suddenly they're allowing the white side of the Nimzo. I'm like, what's up with that? Takes. Check. Damn, dude. There's nothing dangerous that could possibly happen here to black. But I like my position. I'm gonna mess it up tactically. Okay, Rook F7 was the original plan. Then I started like inventing fantasies about why I shouldn't do it. But objectively, it looks fine. No. Like Pingo. Newt. This is probably like only like equal, and I missed the forced win or something. Any chance I could play afterwards? Yeah, there's a chance. Pingo. Rating doesn't matter. Title doesn't matter. All that matters is winning tournaments. Grandmaster Zlatko Linčić. A friend of mine. I don't know, man. Nothing matters. Queen A6. You know what does matter? Control of the center. I've come to realize more and more. This is a mega move. Oh. Okay. Oh shit, I dropped my C-pawn. What a game by black, dude. Seriously? He's like fucking Capablanca. It's like yesterday when I played Kasparov. Otherwise named Nedog. Okay, I screwed up. Rook F2 was a totally bad move. I have Rook E2 here, which actually looks really freaking dangerous. But I should have played Rook E2, damn. He's always got me freaked out on the clock. I'm so used to, like, this opponent giving me trouble on time. Check. Draw. No. Draw. Yeah, draw. Okay. You were lost probably last move. Damn, no. Wow. Check this out. 100% accuracy by my opponent. He wasn't lost. So what's up with Rook E2? Why doesn't that work? You just defend with Queen E7? Yeah. Yeah, it didn't matter. He just played a perfect game. 12 CPL, 1 in accuracy. Sure. Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure. So B6 is theory, actually. I didn't know that. It's unusual for me. I mean, usually people play rook e8. This has been played a lot, actually. Similar idea used in the Rogozin against me by Burkic. Yeah, White has the best move queen e4. Nothing suspicious about this game. He played like yeah, at least I improved on Anton Iharo. Bishop d2. I mean, well, that's critical. And he was 25-64 then. That's a lame move. Queen c6 novelty. And then I expected draw of repetition. And White's a little better after queen b5. Interesting game there, bro. You can't play next, Vincer. Is that you? Unless you're a subscriber. Are you a subscriber? You are. You are a subscriber. You both cheated. All right. Repetition is the mother of invention. There's this weird line where this guy is playing like bishop b7 here. Okay, I don't have any actual knowledge about this line. Actual knowledge. Your score 0-1. What? Where? I lost to you? Oh, snap. That was the Simul game where you played like God? Oh, jeez. You could need to play faster, really. $1,900 in Blitz. Okay. Yeah, this is standard. What is the point? To try to like show off and move as fast as like humanly possible here? G4. Wow. Hmm. Don't think I like playing this opponent. G4 played without using any time at all. And you're 1900 in blitz. That better not be like the engine move, dude. I think we better resolve this pin here. So you're 1973 in blitz, using no time against me for the whole game. Good morning. What's up? Any block players yesterday? That's the point. I don't know, but we might have one now. I love playing Bullet at 9 o'clock in the morning. What time is it again? No, 12:30. 1. I love playing Bullet at 1 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, and I love playing people who respect me. Absolute respect here from the opponent. Massive respect. It's obvious you're 1900. It feels like I'm playing a computer. Like, seriously. I'm already 0-1 against this player who butchered me like a dog in a simul game, which I still remember. But that wasn't a perfect game, if I remember correctly. I had one chance in that game when I looked at it after the game. Lucky shot. He's fearless and lucky. That's all. Fearless, lucky, or both. I don't understand, though, why people tend to what am I going to do now? Why people tend to what? 98? Dropping a piece? Yeah, this looks bad. This looks bad. What about f6? That's a weird move. Not a good idea. That's a bad sign. If I'm thinking like Sun Prism, I'm probably walking the computer like trap. These ratings, you got to make mistakes. But sometimes what strikes me is people's fearlessness. They're like uncharacteristically fearless, or inexplicably fearless. If I'm playing someone 300 points higher, I normally have some reservations, and then I have some kind of like tentativeness about, well, should I do that? Does this guy have, a lot of skills, etc., etc.? Should I be careful? Should I play differently against a higher rated player? When I run into people who have absolutely no fear, it's like, hmm, right. So this is a nice shot if knight h4. He's thinking about knight h4. Well, it's a relief to know he used at least 3 minutes for this game. Trade. That's not a real strategy. Fearlessness can be disruptive. I mean, it's not like, people don't usually play like the d3 Spanish and then start going crazy with their knight pawn. But I may have been caught in some kind of special variation. My god. Careful. Special players variation. Everything is like glued together for white. Queen e2. Wow. Maybe it's time for the astrobate maneuver. Do you play the London system much? By any chance? Just waiting to lose here. You know that feeling when you're just waiting to lose? I don't know why. I guess because it's Monday morning. You know, honestly, I'm tired, and when you're tired, you're like way more paranoid, negative, um, pessimistic, fill in the blank. You know, I'm much more likely to think my opponent's cheating on a Monday. But on the other hand, I mean, there is something really, a little too good about my opponent. If I don't sleep well, I'm a lot more paranoid and anxious, of course. Yeah, yeah, I have the same. I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. My first opponent today had what, 16 CPL? Uh oh. Whoa. That's unpleasant. No. Take the pawn? You're not allowed to make mistakes. Uncharacteristic. You have a very nice game for Thursday. I mean, versus you, not on horror film. My play is like a horror film, more or less. Mm-hmm. I was on the precipice of this position the whole game. The precipice of the position. Preface. Not a fun game for me. I mean, now it's fun to be winning, but I did not enjoy this game. It's always fun to be winning. Oh, dropped a pawn. That's alright. That was terrible. I thought I was like playing an engine at first. Jesus. Look at that. I'm totally losing. It was +3. +3 after bishop g5. Ooh, bro. It's like an iceberg. A glacier. Look at the glacier. Damn, dude. I did something wrong in the opening. What the fuck happened there? This is normal, this is normal, this is normal. And it's like, okay, it's a quiet line. What can possibly go wrong? Castles is dubious. Damn. Now I know. And knowing it's half the battle. Bro. Yeah, castle early and often. Wow. This is instructive. Yeah, I mean it's shockingly bad for black. How bad it is. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really like h6 usually in these kind of openings. I guess if I have to do this over again, I would say screw it. Screw the whole h6 thing, you know? If I'm going to get attacked by g4, g5, I'm not playing h6 anymore. Screw that, man. I didn't play h6 so I can get bayoneted on the king side. Carlson Geary, wow. Bache Geary, you know, some other good players walked into this. Here's the other mistake. Now, obviously, I want to play bishop d7, but it doesn't break the pin, really. So I thought, oh, okay. I don't like bishop b7, but I'm going to have to break the pin anyway. So, but it's better to break the pin by moving the rook. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I should move the rook in the first place. So this is a second mistake. That's my second mistake, and now I'm really in trouble. So, dude really knows his opening lines. It's really bad for black. So I'm playing like this. These guys that got butchered. I'm getting butchered. g5, bishop g5, queen g6. Yeah, we're still in this game. 2,500 lost like I did. So rook g1. You make an inaccuracy here. Well, like a blunder. Apparently after rook g1 you're like winning, which doesn't surprise me. But this hardly looks like a terrible move. Wow. So f6, I thought forever here. And f6 is the best move. It's the only move. So kudos to me and Sun Prism for finding the only move. No, I had bishop takes f2 check. Sun Prism. Instead of retreating the bishop. Are you serious? You didn't see the point? Dude, he thought forever here. I have bishop takes f2 check. After f6. This is the whole point of the variation, dude. That's the whole point in Sunkers, and that's why f6 is such a good move. Because of this shot. It's the only thing that saves me, otherwise I'm done. You know? And the point is, well, it's a beautiful move, right? He can't just like ignore it or something, you know? I take his knight, and then I like win his thing. So, yeah, that was kind of lucky. Yeah, I learned something. Thank you for the lesson. Schumacher is next. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of experimenting with the archangels, and I never studied it seriously. I didn't even play the black side of the Royal Pez. I've played the black side of the Royal Pez in like 3 or 4 games in my life, but I would like to. Where's Mr. Coffee? Is Nadog here? Do we have a moderator? Can't stand that guy. Alright. Anyway. Oh no, I'm not going to play the Nimzo again. Well, the guy's material might be good. I don't like him personally. So, d5. Alright. He takes d5. We're playing Bonner Benoni. Another Rhino. Got my hopes up for another Nimzo. Snake Benoni is not very good. Do we have a record number of games? No. Someone else says over 500. You're not even close to 500. You have 435. This is 436. We have our personal record of 436. Probably like pushing second though, right? Maybe you're in second. Second most games against me of anybody. The history of lichess. Not all time. My best friend has that record, probably. My former best friend. Taught me how to play chess. Few other close friends have probably played more than 500 games against me. But online, streaming-wise, yeah. Okay, so b5 is the theoretical move. I think you could be second. There's several other people who are close. Over 400. How many games does Asterbait have, for example? How about Arsenal fan? There's a bunch of people around 400. But Morales is the only one over 5. I don't know how he did it, actually. He hasn't... Yeah, he's been consistent, though. Morales has been consistent. He's never away forever for a long period. Comes back. Yee. I prefer Eminem. We had this discussion the other day. Yay. Is that a word in Scrabble? I've been playing Scrabble with my phone. And it's got some kind of old Scrabble program, and it's like... It's got to be using some sort of dictionary from like the fucking 80s or something. All these words, like, doesn't know what a zine is. Okay, I mean, a zine is definitely a word. It's like a modern magazine. But yay. It's not yay, it's ye. No, I think it's Z-I-N-E. Nice try, Chessy, bro. Scrabble has its own dictionaries. Well, this isn't official Scrabble. It's a phone app I have that claims it uses like a dictionary. It's like Scrabble, but anyway, it's not like Scrabble TM. I know there are Scrabble dictionaries, but I'm saying if it's not up to date, I mean, if you got a Scrabble dictionary from the 90s, it probably doesn't know what a zine is. This phone app is pretty old. It looks like it's 10 to 15 years old. Definitely not like newly created. There's all these weird letters. If I put it on the highest level, it always like buries me with these like weird words. AA. Okay. Can you explain to me what the fuck AA is? Alcoholics Anonymous? Abbreviations do not count. Schumacher, what are you thinking about here? First of all, it's theory. Secondly, you've played this before. We've played this before. No? AA? How is that a word? Ah. I didn't check the dictionary. I'm just like assuming it must be in there. I saw you have some courses online at Chess World. What would you recommend one? Those bastards. They're my courses are good. I have 2 courses, but the problem is, I don't know. I agree. Look, I tried. I put my best into it. My courses are okay, pretty good. I would give myself like a B plus, but to be honest, I don't like the Chess World because they sort of tricked me into buying into like doing those courses for a set fee, and I feel like kind of, I don't know. It's not just them though. Like I was really unsure whether I should try to force them to pay me. Like, I mean, it's like musicians, man. We should get like what do you call it, royalties. So I will not support them. I feel like, yeah, I guess I feel like they exploit. I don't know if and it's very awkward as a content creator. Um, I feel awkward as a content creator. I didn't trust them. Like, how can you trust the company to like pay you royalties honestly? Imagine like being a musician. How do you know if EMI or whatever, like, seriously, how can you know? Like, if they're paying you really honestly the royalties. I haven't been treated fairly by anybody that I've worked for, to be honest. When creating chess content, really. I have yet to like work for someone that was honest completely and treated me fairly. It's a systemic problem with industries like this. The artists almost never get a fair deal. Um, that's why you should go for direct payments. Musicians have some options for this now. Yeah, okay, Yeah, it's if I create content in the future, I'm going to either do it myself or like on some platform like where I can control like what's going on. Yeah, you have to take, bro. I usually don't say bro all the time, but Schumacher's Balkan, so we try to use maximum bro when communicating with each other. Yesterday, that guy, the caps lock guy, sent me a message like that bro wasn't racist. He must have been like 5 years old. No, he was a teenager probably. Really rude. I have zero tolerance for people that are rude. Life is too short. I can be rude too, but not if people are nice to me. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I'm not religious, but there are some good things in the Bible. Is that actually in the Bible? I'm not sure. But it's kind of a golden rule. Maybe it's not in the Bible. That's just a kind of wonder where that came from actually. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Classic. I don't know about this. Yeah, I don't like that. Rook d8, bishop g5. Would you do this? Would you like me to do this to you, Schumacher? Do unto others as Jesus. Are you sure Jesus said that? I think it's disinformation. It was the first. It was the first ancient disinformation. That Jesus said that. I'm pretty sure. Sunday school. Exactly. Good old Sunday school. I went to Protestant Sunday school while the Catholic children were being like tortured. All right. Um. Yeah, dude, you're starting to piss me off now. So Denmark, yeah, Denmark is a liberal democracy. Orban would not approve of religion in Denmark. All right, we're getting political again. I gotta stop. I get carried away. I'm sorry. It's Monday morning. I'm especially volatile. Mm. Another bullet fan. Fan of bullets. I love politics and simultaneously hate it. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. When I was younger, I had no interest. Zero. Zero. Like, practically zero. Nice move you got there, buddy boy. Hmm. So you're hanging on That's pretty irritating. Check. Now what do I do to make progress? We must get this pawn out of take. What could possibly go wrong here? Oh no. How's the mate coming along? How's the mate, mate? Mate. So I do have that. Rook f5. Oh no. Stackables. I think we're winning here. Pretty straightforward. How's your pawn structure, bro? Okay. Yeah, go for that pawn. That's a chess fatality right there. No counterplay. Second nugget, spike check. Oof. You're gonna win a pawn on me? Leave that kid alone. We're still winning in every possible way here. Hey, mama, leave that. All right. He's a fighter, not a lover. I like your pawn structure. Crashing and burning. Oh no. Feeling stuck? Phew, bro. You booted the opening. I play this, with white. Here he thought forever and played castles. Whoa. Your only choice is the previous move. Which way to take on b5? You can take either way on b5, with the knight or with the bishop. So knight is main line. Bishop is the draw variation. This is Gashimov. Take, check. Knight fd2, queen b5, and it's a forced rook ending. That's like the theoretical draw. Takes, queen a6, knight on2 c4, knight d7, and this is like the beginning of theory, and then there's knight e5 or knight b6. And black has compensation for the pawn, and it's a draw. They teach that at Sunday school, this endgame. Rip Bugar Gashimov. The problem is if you want to win with black, then, well, I don't know if this option really works. It's only a draw. Yeah. Alright, anyway. Discombobulator. You were challenging earlier. You lost your challenge. Cold Gold. In my last OTB tournament, 20 plus 5. Jeez, that's rapid. In one game, my opponent ended the game with 1958 on the clock. Yeah. He should invent a new form of chess where you carry it over to the next game, and then it would make sense. Maybe. That's what we're fighting against. Exactly. I always played G4 against some discombobulator, but we need to do something different. Getting stale. And he's all like ready for that anyway. Oh, I'll just play G3. Something positional. Positional. That's what I'm fighting against. This mindless bullet chess. Like, carrying over into over the board chess too. But look, even the Norway chess, this last recent tournament, I checked it out. Someone was like, oh, check out Prague versus Magnus or whatever. Okay. The time control of Norway chess is game in 2 hours plus 10 seconds increment after that. Like, what the fuck kind of time control is that? Like, seriously. Whatever. I mean, that's whatever. It's just stupid. You can't play like what you're looking for is flawed chess, not great chess. If you've got that kind of time control, you're hoping that people will play flawed chess to make it exciting. I'd rather play great chess than flawed chess. Why? Just whatever. Just have a rapid tournament instead then. Pseudo classical. My last and only tournament where I'm going to play game in 90 with 30-second increments was like back in March. It was garbage. What am I supposed to play in this type of position? Bishop e3? Doesn't seem right. Interesting. But I mean, people that play like that, A, they're overconfident. And if they're doing that in an increment scenario, they're going to get wrecked. But you have to learn how to play with increments. You have to learn and practice and hone your ability to play well with like 5-second increments, basically. But the point is, like, you want to get a good position and play the board. The lesson from my practice is that in increment chess, the board is more important than the time. And people that don't realize that often lose. But you can't panic when you get like down to your increments. Was knight c6 and e5 sensible idea? It depends. Sometimes that kind of thing is good. Breaks up black structure, but black gains like a central pawn sometimes. I guess every type of version of that is different. You can't just like have like a all size, one size fits all kind of attitude toward knight takes c6 type of things. I generally don't like to play knight takes c6 because it usually results in losing control of the center. My knight on d4, by the way, like, dude, this is the best piece on the board. I mean, the knight on d4 is the dominant piece. I know from playing years of Sicilians. Black's looking for ways to get rid of that knight. It's a menace, so when you trade on c6, you're kind of making black's life easier for him in a lot of cases. That's not necessarily a good thing for white. Trash compactor. The trash compactor Oh, let's just do it. The knight on d4 is difficult to get rid of. He's going to trade and centralize your queen on d4. Oftentimes. And then how do you get rid of the queen? By playing e5 and weakening the d5 square. But every case needs to be examined like separately. It looks like black should be okay here. It should be equal, dynamic equal. I don't know what I'm doing. I never play too often this line here, g3. I played it with black. I always used to play knight to c6. Speaking of knight takes c6. Yeah. That was Ribley. Ribley recommendation. Knight c6. Bishop d7. Immediately. So that if you do knight takes c6, black will have bishop takes c6. In a lot of cases. But I think a lot of people play knight takes c6 in the Sicilian because they're lazy, first of all. And they just like pick the first thing they can think of. So that's easier that way. Human nature. It's human nature to be like picking the simplifying route. That's easy and you don't have to think, Keeping the tension is a much harder thing to do. So I introduce you to my friend, the trash compactor. This is a trash compactor. Now I guess all trash compactors are different, just like captures on c6. And not all trash compactors are good necessarily. This particular trash compactor looks pretty good. But Magnus Carlsen, or whoever my opponent is, might have some counterplay here. And so how should I deal with it? Alright. We're going to fire up the trash compactor. There it goes. And this is the trash compactor here. Like this thing, We're just gonna stuff it, jam it down the queen side. With as much power as possible. F5? Are you threatening me? Alright, compactor. Let's get this trash compactor fired up. Do you have any trash compactors, discombobulator, at the mine? People are always falling. People are falling into the trash compactor. Discombobulator they have to get special instructions. He told me when cleaning the trash compactor, they have to use it's like a giant. It's a giant unit, and they have to use special brushes. These giant brushes to clean the trash compactor. Sometimes you have to lean over they're kind of leaning over the trash compactor, and occasionally someone falls in. I mean, I know it's really not funny. It just sounds funny. Yeah, so they have to lean over the sides of the trash compactor. No, I didn't say lawnmower. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot. It's Monday morning. I'm like drunk practically. They have. I can't stop. No, it's true story. True story. The insurance company is not really. The insurance company, not really happy about it. The situation. They have to climb climb down the rope. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Okay. So, are you threatening G5? Is that what you're telling me? Are we ready? Is the trash compactor? Is it fully operational? Is it ready to be fired up? Should we go in on a rope with, with Bishop E6? Um, this G5, is that something I should be worried about or just like deal with it? But I say we just go trash compactor ho. So this is kind of like your standard trash compactor where he's blockaded, okay, G5, good. You can do that. That's fine. C6 can happen. And then somebody falls in. It's like this. What happens when someone falls in with C6, for example? It's all fun and games till someone falls in. Ultimately. Okay, I'm not really sure, exactly how to execute Italian Machine. What's up, 50? They actually, yeah, they have to climb in on a rope. You're in Portugal. No, this is the trash compactor. They said they're going to stop those trash balloons. They've sent enough now. They claimed, though, that it was revenge for pamphlets, something like that. Anyway, trash compactor, I don't know where it originated, but V-Day Master Brian McCarthy was the one who I heard use it first. And I learned the trash compactor technique from Grandmaster Alexander Ivanov, who's he's a big fan of trash compactors. He's used the trash compactor on me, even. C6 almost works. C6 takes, bishop takes, rook takes, C6 takes, rook takes, check. Queen F7. Bishop, Queen F7. Bishop C4. Oh my god. Rook takes, queen check. Queen e6, bishop c4. I'm just not. I'm feeling like my trash compactor isn't fully like prepped yet. I'm running out of time. Well, there is bishop takes a6 as well. All right, you guys got the rope. Now bishop takes a6 is a possibility. Check. Nah. He fell in. The first guy on the rope fell in. Fell in immediately. Get on the phone with the insurance company. We lost contact. This reminds me of like Alien movie or something. We lost contact. His camera's out. You have to play bishop takes. No, rook takes. Give him just enough rope. Oh my god. See, if you make chess fun again, you remember and you learn. I always think of Star Wars. I had this Star Wars trash compactor playset when I was like 8 years old. I think that bishop takes should. Well, queen a7. Still, I think this is probably safer, or is it? Takes check, double on the file. That looks bad. There's also queen a7 check, queen b6, bishop d4, which is a fun time. The discombobulator has a check. Congratulations on the check. Bishop takes f4 should have been like no-brainer. R2D2 should switch it off. Yeah, something like that. But I had the play set when I was like 7, and then I know what happened to it. Like, I was selling all these old things on. I must have lost it or something, or someone stole it. I don't know. I saved most of the Star Wars toys because they were valuable, and I sold them on eBay. But I couldn't find my trash compactor. I don't understand, like, where it went. There was like one piece of the trash compactor left, and it just disappeared. He resigned. He just felt hopeless in the face of the remainder of the trash compactor. Does C6 work, though? You know, I feel like my trash compactor was incorrect, but maybe not. So you're fine, but the problem is that you can't just ignore the trash compactor. Okay, rook e8. Okay, it was a bad move. The trash compactor picked up speed here. Wow, and you're like lost after c5. c6 actually works immediately. My question was, if you take with the rook. Oh, so my move is a mistake. I should have played bishop takes a6. I was unsure about that. Way stronger than I thought. Alright. So this is a mistake. And after rook takes, you know, it's not 100% clear. Yeah, so I was looking at queen d5 check and then having hallucinations. But I thought I had bishop c4. This isn't good enough, damn. You have rook takes c4. That's a really nasty exchange sacrifice. So I just have to play some position where we both have connected passed pawns. That's total chaos. You fell inside. Yeah, we lost contact there with Dora the Explorer. Sun Prism with the game for Thursday. All right, if you guys are subscribers, study. You can submit games for Thursday. Prism. All right. I got another challenge here from Sander888. How are we doing on time? All right. We're going a little bit over the normal time limit because we started late today. Sorry for being drunk. The fuck is my game? All right. Yeah. Here we are. All right. Sander, I had the student from Norway. His name was Sander. See you tomorrow. Poker stream when? Oh, yeah, I have to do Red Dead Redemption poker stream. I got a move in the next month. I didn't play poker at all this week. Let's see. We got a very important move coming up. Back to my old apartment, the reverse Jeffersons. I'm moving back to the hood, basically. Yeah, always unplug the trash compactor before going in. It's like a toaster. Before you stick your knife in the toaster, don't forget to turn it off. I mean, it's very basic stuff that your mommy told you. Jerry, don't stick that knife in the toaster. I have a deal to sell my new apartment, so I can go back to my old apartment, and we have to move in a month. So I'm kind of focusing on that. But I think I might be able to do like a Red Dead Redemption stream at some point. So I'm playing King's Indian Attack. The only thing is that A4, I got absolutely butchered against Oliver Mihawk's wife, Barbie, in a blitz game where I did that with Sanders' position. I just automatically threw in A5 in her side, your side of the position. I got absolutely destroyed by Barbie's knights. Like, I normally don't play A4 when I'm playing Sanders' side of this type of position. But all I know is, suddenly there are these knights coming at me from, every direction. They're on C5, E5, B5, everywhere. And she just slaughtered me. And I was like, what did I do wrong? And then I realized, holy shit, I played A5 in this, setup like Sander did here. And I don't normally do that, so I was conducting the game as if I played normally, and I had played this move, and it just weakens White's queenside. I got absolutely destroyed. But I don't know, is it that bad? Maybe not. I think the point was I just didn't know what I was doing, against Barbie, because I didn't realize I had played A5. I was like, wait, what's wrong? What's happening with my position? Why is there all these problems? And then I was like, oh shit, I played A5. I don't do that normally. It was a 3+2, 3-0, 3+2. She's 2200, but she just wrecked me. You have a feeling knight c5, bishop c5, d5 would be good for black here. You might want to check my game from with Hotcheck from the 1996 New Jersey Open, New York Open, where I got tortured for 100 moves. I've talked about that before. Never take the knight on c5. Did you watch the stream where I talked about this like a week or two ago? I was talking about that exact same thing. No, you can never take that. I don't know what got into me. I drew the game, and Project was like 2,600. But it was like I was tortured. It was a horrible experience. You can't give up your dark square bishop or a knight on c5. I was out of my mind. I was like, I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. And I really came very close to losing. In the longest games I ever played, Carol Drecke tried to kick me out of the roped off area. I remember that very distinctly. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? 2 times she tried to do that to me. Once at the US Amateur Team Championship, and then again at the New York Open. You're like a FIDE arbiter, and you kick players out. You try to kick players out of the playing area who are playing there. But it's like, dude, not once but twice she did it to me. Rip Carol Drecke. Later, we were cool. She came to my rescue when someone was kicking my feet under the table. She reminded me of my mom a little bit. They were the same generation. Tough lady. She flew her own airplane. Of course, it's nice to have the money to have your own airplane in the first place. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so don't take this. Don't take this. She had like a Cessna, and she used to fly to chess tournaments. Whoa. How does that work? Pawn takes d4, you can do that? Pawn takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop takes d4. Barbie knights. Knight b3, queen d1. It's amazing, you can just do anything. Just do d4. Okay. Huh. That is kind of annoying. Alright, so what do we do? Do you have your own airplane, Chessibra? You do island hopping from the islands? It's a good place probably to have an airplane in Hawaii. You have to sell the airplane after the divorce. Dude, you should discover a goldfish in your yard or something and go viral. There was an article on the BBC yesterday. Some doctor like in the UK, he found a goldfish like flopping around on his yard. He put it on TikTok and he got like 15 million viral views or something. He saved the goldfish, this giant goldfish's life. Now, there's a couple questions I have about this, okay? I mean, I naturally have conspiracy theory feelings on Monday mornings, but How many people would instantly assume the goldfish was like planted there? You know. Having said that, I had a turtle, like a baby snapping turtle, I found in my yard that got there out of the blue, and it later grew into make a big snapping turtle. But I think conspiracy theorists are going to agree that Dr. Jimmy may have just planted the goldfish in his yard so he could go viral on TikTok, saving its life. The other possibility is that someone someone just like, threw it there as like a sort of gross prank. But I don't know why this video would like go viral. What did he do? Like perform CPR on the goldfish or something? I mean, it's a freaking goldfish. It was like a big goldfish, like one of those like pond carp or whatever. But now he'll probably make millions of dollars from rescuing a goldfish from his lawn. He'll become a TikTok celebrity. Forget about being a doctor, Probably works for the NHS. What kind of world are we living in when you become famous for saving goldfish on your front lawn? Just saying. All those years of medical school, and this guy is only going to be successful because he videoed himself saving a goldfish on his front yard. Okay. That's the world we're living in, folks. I miss Acerbate. I'm sorry he's not here today. Cinder888 seems like a pretty good player. Ratings are... Whoa, we got a viewer? We got a viewer! What? Mr. Coffee has resubscribed tier 2 for 79 months in a row. Italian Machine earlier donating 50 bits. I mentioned that. Mr. Coffee. You guys like my hand? Alright, it's a fat hand you got there, Sludgy. This guy's pretty good for a 1500. How do you have those ratings? Okay, 11 games, 2100 games, and 82 games. Mr. Coffee, tier 2. Any good TikTok videos lately? I don't know. Don't love this position. C5, bishop d7. What do I do? We're in trouble. We are in trouble again. I'm having trouble finding a good move here. King g7. That looks bloody horrible, to be quite honest. And I don't think my opponent can be 1500. Oh, and he had a draw against me in the other game. Oh, geez. Remember the simul game? Wow, he played really well in that other game, too. It makes you wonder, like, how could this guy possibly be 1592 in Blitz? This is the second really good game he played against me. What's up, Sack Draw? We're more paranoid on Monday mornings than ever. Why didn't I make a viral TikTok video when we found the turtle in my yard? No, what happened with the turtle was there was a big hurricane. It was right after there was a big hurricane. And then we had a pond pretty close to my house. So the theory was that a hawk picked it up and probably dropped it in my yard. And that's completely believable, right? But I have a question, like, this guy, the doctor on TikTok, he claimed there's like no ponds near his house. So the whole theory about the bird picking it up and dropping it on his front yard, okay, if it's a turtle, that's completely believable, right? That's believable. Turtles can live out of water almost indefinitely for a long time. But a freaking goldfish? You're telling me that this guy, there was a goldfish and there's no pond near your house, and a bird picked up the goldfish from a pond, and the goldfish is still alive after being transported like 5 miles or something? I find that a little far fetched. Sorry. It's much more likely the neighbor children just like took Johnny's goldfish and dropped it on Dr. Bob's lawn or something like that. No socials. 1500 playing white here. Bro, this guy's good. I mean, he's 2000 if he's anything. Which is fine. His rapid rating is legit, but his blitz rating is not. So maybe he just quit blitz or something. Good for you. Quit blitz and focus on rapid. You're a really good player. I had the worst half of a draw here. I don't use any socials. You don't have a TV, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, TV. I don't watch TV. What's TV? No, I just read like news stories and whatnot. Hmm. How much better are we here? Not enough. I don't have a TV. I have a TV, but I don't watch it. So this looks very drawish. You have a reservoir? Turtles who jumped into a swimming pool. I don't see a goldfish, even a large one, like surviving, a miles long journey in the claws of a hawk and then surviving on the lawn after that, like for a period of time. He was moments away from death. It's been reported. This guy seems sus. Well, he's really good. But I'm thinking I've got him here, but maybe not. So say I play h6. He plays like king c2. What about h6? I think this is probably a mistake. Maybe not. It's an interesting king and pawn endgame. I have a little more space and a little more outside pawn. A little bit of country. Why not h5 there? Well, I'm not sure if it's actually Zugzwang, is it? He has king d3. This is why not h5, because I'll play h5 later. Why play h5 now when you can play it later? Now, I'm a little concerned about f5. Damn, this guy is not sus at all. He's absolutely not sus. Unbelievable. You still had b6, but when? Yeah, I know. I thought this was winning. There's 2 draws in a row. Wait do you see the other game the guy played against me? I was winning. h6 question mark. h5 was winning. Someone called it. Yeah, I thought I had a tempo. I thought it didn't. I'm winning no matter what. I didn't think g4 worked. Is my problem. Yeah, of course I should have played h5. For some reason, I didn't think it was like Zugzwang though. I didn't see how I win here after king d3. This is my problem. My other problem. I didn't see how this wins. Well, king b4, king c2. Now, how do I win? This is what I'm not understanding. I mean, I saw this position, and I didn't see how I'm winning. You can say b6. Am I winning this? How am I winning? b6, king b2. It's opposition. This is what I saw and why I didn't play h5. I mean, b5 takes, king c3. I still don't see how I'm winning. Here, like, I don't think he's losing. Maybe this is forced. The problem is, like, this never works because he has king e3. Or maybe that's the point? There's something there? No. This is a draw as well. King d3, king d5. King b4 is winning. King c2. Well, that's not making progress. So the win is where? King d6. Or king d5, king e3, king e6. Wow, dude. What? So that tempo over there. I need to save my tempo and get over there. I just saw king b4 and I didn't think I was winning. That's why I played h6. I thought h6 was like a... And he wins in every other variation except for g4. So I thought I was being smart, but actually the position was, let's see, bishop e6. The position was a draw, you know, so I didn't deserve to win anyway. But it's instructive that this is lost. This was a clear mistake though. I had king f5. Yeah, I didn't calculate that. This is totally winning. All right, guys. Who's this guy? Have we played before? No? All right. Last game, I gotta go. It's late. 3+2, fine. Rated? Thank God, no. All right, I gotta go. I normally don't play 3-2, but I'll just play. Yeah, that was a weird king and pawn game. I thought I was being smart, not playing h5. It turns out that h5 was the winning move, ironically. This should be okay for black. Not a dangerous variation. This is your brain on drugs. Not my normal time control. Black has a promising center. F5. Now, maybe I shouldn't rush with F5. I'm curious where the white king is going to go. You know, oops, that's not good. That is not good. Now, F5 is going to gain some... This is like the other day. Don't feel bad. I also hung my h6 pawn in the simul in a similar position. Yeah, it's over. Anyway, I rarely play 3+2 on stream, but we had to go anyway. When you gotta go, as they say. When you got a gun, you got a gun. Now he's coming back. I kind of like rook e6, rook g6. But I think we should take defensive measures. This guy is still not bad for 1686. That's a blitz reading. I can't believe it's already 2:30 here. Guys, I can't stress enough. Really, just seriously, how important the center is. The number 1 and number 2 principles I would say that are most important in chess are king safety and the center. Just realized. I'm gonna have to take with the pawn. I didn't want to do this. Break up my structure. Now my pawns are double isolated. But the pawn in e4 is very strong, in a sense that it controls a lot of space, giving me access. But I misplayed this. Rook e6, rook g6. Yeah, that's creative. Fast and stupid. Those are my hallmark concepts. I try to really focus on. Be fast and be stupid. So much for the open file. Oh, he sees everything. Wow. Look at this. Yeah, I'm losing it here. I've been playing a lot of 3+2 lately, but not on the stream. It's a good time control if you don't have time and you want to practice and stuff. Yeah, okay, it's the best substitute for 5+0. If you can't play 5+0, 3+2 will suffice. These pawns. No, these pawns. This is brutal. No, these pawns. Can't defend this. Keep it simple. Principles of endgame. Those pawns aren't going anywhere, Wendy. So when you have doubled pawns or whatever, they lose their offensive ability, but they still retain their defensive ability to stop enemy pawns. Double isolated pawns are just as good at stopping enemy majority as healthy pawns, but offensively they have very little value. Alright guys, anyway, wasn't the best game ever. Wasn't the best game ever, but it was alright. It was alright. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Tuesday tournament. Be there. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sir Bade. Heath Carr. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you later.